All right. So I'm not gonna have nobody in the chat right now because I'm just talking. So this is I want to call this. Well, you'll see the title anyway. But that Pacific actor that people are seeing being targeted on TV from the past. You know the Steve Urkel show. Hmm. This is what I say. There is there's a full blown battle going on. And what I'm talking about, I said, if some people understand. See, that Family Guy is being targeted for a reason. And while everyone's yipping and yapping, they still can't see what's going on. The Brown family is continuously getting targeted regardless of what you say. Family matters, but it seems like it don't matter to us like that. I'll tell you that. And this is biblical time, regardless if you like it or not, or you don't want to accept it. Our family is turning against family, neighbor against neighbor. To sit there and see that guy get targeted like that and nobody won't do shit to help him out, that's what's crazy. It's real weird. But we can act tough and hard and we know how to take care of our household. That's funny to me. Like I said, I think I said it in one of my other lives where we seem to want to look at fighting as if it's something to glorify for attention and not knowing how serious it is. And I'm going to repeat it again. There's people out here that's been poisoned, stalked, harassed, had their family killed, and their children killed for standing up in some sort of way, even if it's spiritual or doing something stupid to try to destroy other people's business to make a point. Like I said, this is why I say I think people that's in this is the point of survival mode right now. That you gotta live by any means that you're able to live. If you see some fighters and you understand fighters or you hear fighters trying to survive to live, stay out their way. And what I mean by staying out the way is don't try to make this seem as if it's some sort of game or television show, because it's not. It's real life events that happen to people that some people don't even realize or know. I'm gonna go back to a movie. I hate doing this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'll go back to the movie, and I think it's Terminator. I think it's 3. One of those movies where the guy John Connor was homeless and he had nowhere to go. I think he was sleeping in a shed or something like that. And the girl that he ran into, she owned I think she was some kind of scientist or something like that. But she was working as a something involving animals. I think it was. I don't remember the movie. I haven't seen that in a long time. But she was he happened to break in, I guess, trying to get medicine or something like that because he was sleeping outside. He was running from the machines at that. Um, she was like one of these high class type girls, real college based, smart, intelligent, whatever, kind of cocky. Who did she end up with in the end of the movie? This is what kills me about some people when I be listening to them or hear or I observe them. It's crazy out here because people don't understand spiritual activity. Opposites attract, regardless how much you try to fight certain situations. You never know who you end up with. You can sit here and try to claim you don't want to deal with this type of person, you don't want to deal with that type of person. You would never know. In the middle of chaos, your attitude, your spiritual attitude, yourself will change regardless if you like it or not. Trust me. You can tell sometimes who got punched in the face or who been in street fights because you will know your whole demeanor and your attitude changes. Okay, when it's time to actually you in the middle of a fight or you getting ready to go through something, trust me, your whole being will change. Okay, I just find it funny. Like I said, me personally, been dealing with several kinds of people. Okay, I ain't gonna go to the gender shit because I'm trying to avoid all that because it's not really doing nothing. It's just creating more chaos. Let's be smart. But I've been with different kinds of individuals. Okay, where you know some people with high finances, some people with low finances. I never looked at no one like that at all. I never paid attention to that because that's not my personal business. Um, I spoke to people because of who they are. You know what I'm saying? Conversation, intelligence, funny, whatever. That's how, like I said, I grew up. I was always around several amounts of people, so I don't, I don't move like this new shit that be going on out here. It's not good. But anyway, if you look at that, like I said, that actor from Family Matters, you pay attention. That's a spiritual attack right there. And when it happened in mass, I mean, just picture that. It's happening in masses where people are paying attention to this. Okay, it seems like a breakdown of family. Okay, now, although that good family went through its ups and downs on that show, um, it's kind of like the evils are trying to flaunt their little bit of power left. Okay, if you really focus and look at it from a different point of view, but it's like left and right for the last couple of months. You're seeing just brothers getting in trouble, brothers getting in trouble, and then it's going into the actors and this and that. And the first one I remember as far as like my personal childhood actors that I watched growing up, uh, guy from Different Strokes. They put him up there as him going through drugs, going through neighborhoods, sleeping in the house, whatever, such as abandoned houses and all this and that. And people looked at that as if okay. And I'm hearing some of that shit from my when it first came out from some of my own people about oh he put himself in that predicament, man, this and that bullshit. It's always some drama with us, right? But when it's something that's highly broadcast or it seems like it get us some attention or fame or whatever, Then that's when we're okay. We gotta help this brother or sister. Yeah, okay. Now it's that. But when you see somebody in distress, you're talking bad about them, or you're trying to get them to glorify and what do you call it? Some sort of temptation to get something, some type of greed, or some substance that you know damn well that's not going to benefit to a person's survival at all. Seriously. And just sitting watching a lot of old movies, okay, involving our personal Holocaust, let's put it that way. Um, just paying attention to the social part of it. It was always the person in the house against the person in the field, left and right, and it keeps going. And it's going to continue to keep going because some of us get out of character when it comes to either fear or personal mishap or troubles. That's when that attitude comes back that was planted in us, regardless if you like it or not. Some people know it, some people don't. But it's like a little stomach ache that keeps coming back. Yeah. Or let's go back to elementary school. And they used to say to a lot of young people in my classroom, "Oh, your mom on welfare. Your mom can't buy these boots for you. I got these new boots." That's what it's like. That's like the shit I'm hearing from adults. And they won't be real and honest that y'all gotta get out this being elementary mindset. Come on. People want to talk about what do you call it? Not so much famous people, but like I'm gonna say it like this for the people that understand. Fighters. You want to pay attention to the fighters, but like I said in another video, and I'm gonna repeat it again. Do you understand the struggles that they had to go through to get to whatever destination that they are? Do you know they probably ended up starving for days? Do you know if they had to walk miles away to get to another house? Do you know if they had to hide in someone else's house? This shit still goes on. Do you know they had to probably go and beg other people for food? Let's see. What else I gotta keep mentioning so people can understand the details of a fighter's survival? Let's see. Maybe they didn't have any clothing. Maybe their clothes start ripping up from a detergent or something. Maybe the salt water was eating up their clothes. They lost a lot of stuff. Do you know that goes on out there in the street? When you're fighting to survive? Let's see, what else? What else can I talk about? Oh, it was an incident that happened to me personally. Let's see. I'm going to give a little touch on this video for that. When I was on the Amtrak train relocating to another place, seen 4 brown skinned women, college based. Then they would mention about them being military, and they was going to the party and this and that. But they didn't mention. Hold up, no, they didn't mention. Let me run it back. Nobody knows that those type of individuals are in the midst of those fighters that people try to mimic every day, or try to understand and don't understand the roads and the valleys and the hills that they had to go through. Let's talk about that. But it's crazy how, like I said, me personally, I was trying to keep my My word right here. Let's mention that. Let's pay attention to this. How you have those type of people that would laugh at people that don't have a place to live, or their clothing might smell, or what do you call it? They may not look a certain way to them. Um, they could be depressed or uh, suicidal, anything of that nature. They don't care about how their appearance look because they're going through struggle or something. So let me bring up another thing. If anybody ever watched the movie The Warriors, when they was on the street running, trying to get to another place, this is just an example for certain people that just think everything's a joke, or they want to boast about the things that they have, or that they want and need, or whatever. The part when they was on the train with the girl, I think it was the Spanish girl, they got her to go on the train with them, and the guy and the girl were sitting next to each other, and they split up apart as far as the group. So four people got on the train, and they was coming from I think it was a midnight party or something like that. They was just happy as ever. They was dancing, glorifying themselves. When they sat down next to them people that was across from them, and they looked at each other, their whole demeanor changed. Why do you think is that? Should a person that's surviving or going through something constantly smile while you having a good time? And the funny thing is, the people that just got on the train, they didn't even speak to them. They just looked at, because they was looking at them based off of their appearance. They didn't even say nothing. A lot of people really should go and experience a lot of shit to understand the real deal. I guarantee you, your language and your speech, your attitude towards people will change after that. Now, I know 90 days shit like they do on TV. I ain't talking about jail. I'm talking about what I talked about before at the beginning. One thing I can't stand is being around people that, this is a few topics for me, that make fun of homeless people. Number one, it's okay to joke about certain things, but when you making fun of homeless people, okay, that's a problem. Number two, you're boasting. You got a boasting attitude. When you look down on other people because they don't have such and such, or you think that you're going to did 4 or 2 years of college, and they gave you some form of therapeutic intelligence, and that you can spot certain people by sometimes hearing or um, them displaying the way they carry themselves or something like that. That's what I had fun doing that too. Sometimes to certain people, I enjoyed that. I love doing that stuff all these years. Just like an example, when people get online, they think some people might miss a comma, some might forget how to correctly put a paragraph, a question mark, uh, have good punctuation, good grammar, do this and that. I love not doing that on purpose. I do that shit to be funny. I enjoy it. And those be the same people that be talking about, don't judge me, don't judge me. But hold up, but you can do it to other people, right? This world is going to go into I think it's coming soon, full tribulation. That's what's going to really knock some sense back into people's head. See, because people got to be broken down in order to straighten up. Preparation is a must, spiritually and mentally. Like I said, you can't go and give a donation to people that's handing food out to poor people and then turn around and still talk that bullshit. That's crazy to me. So I don't want to talk to that person because he or she don't, or don't deal with this person because they don't have this or they don't speaking. I'm not even gonna finish the sentence because the person listening could is gonna finish it for me. That shit is sad, man. That grown adults can do. Like I said, it doesn't. I did a couple of tests online for a long time. And actually, I've been doing this for a long time. And you know what? I like to mention I have over 20 videos and more hidden involving spiritual stuff. I took it down for a reason. And I'm noticing people just they love drama, problems, see people fall and get hurt, uh, whatever, whatever. And it's crazy sometimes I don't mention that, but I remember seeing a lot of people online for over 10 something years. Me and this account that I'm on right now, I think I started 2016, I think. And I forgot it. I left all the information after going through several trials again. And I just left it alone. So I ended up finding it, damn, what, a year and a half ago? Found the information. The only thing I can't do is log, I don't say too much, but I'm just on the phone app. So literally, it's people over a decade that's been online. I watched some people switch their whole style after a while. They went from having and sporting their whole family online to it's just them making the videos, right? And then before you know it, everything took them down, and those people separated. I'm glad I never did that personally because you know what? You know, they say you can fool the world, but you can't fool yourself. It's true. But if you go back in the beginning when I had mentioned something about those real people that you going through stuff, they could be right in your face or you could be listening to. They just took certain things a different way. I said, ain't nobody want to whiff and holler and get up online in front of a video for attention to tell people the things that went on with them uh, in a rage and out of control. Before you know it, the laws in your house because you done said a whole bunch of crap. You cussing out people online and said, for what reason? But family matters to certain people, huh? I'm really starting to see a small amount of family come together. And it's always like this. I know some people might agree with me on this one. It always end up being the family members that you associated with in the beginning, and then the rest that in the middle of the process, they fade away, and then it'll be the people you dealt with in the beginning, and it'll be a small amount. Or certain friends, they done faded away, and then the old ones come back. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, don't. I think a lot of people should really stay out of those fighters' way. Stay out of the fighters' way, because people on. I think people pay homage sometimes to people for those type of people because um, they know for a fact that it got them in a position of where they are now. So some people understand and some people don't. Each individual eventually came to help free you mentally. Okay. Um, the last two major ones, to be honest with you, what died damn near what, 40, 50 years ago? And people still don't really get it. If you got one man sitting here, right, they both got two spiritual connections. And before I talk about this, I'm clicking up. Those two fighters came with two spiritual connections, right? I'm giving Jews, don't steal my stuff. You have a choice. You got two religions, right? Two belief systems. Then you got one speaking on peace and the other one speaking on self defense. Right? Let's combine them two. Let's put them two together. Now, there's a specific scripture that states, I ain't gonna say it, but you'll find out. For the people that listen, he or she knows what I'm talking about. People still battling with, should I be fully out of control or should I walk in peace? Well, you're supposed to walk in peace within yourself and with all mankind, with people, regardless who you come across. Then you have the other side. This is when you make a decision. If you know you got the right to defend yourself, but that don't mean act out of control. But you know the Most High is your shield, your protection, spiritually. Now you have to conduct yourself personally on how you live on the planet. If anything happens, you have the choice to govern yourself. You're not supposed to be paying attention to negative people or things that try to tempt you to be uh, become some sort of way, because you're only supposed to be listening to the Most High and Christ within yourself. This person is in within you. But then you have individuals that's taking one side and they're turning to out of anger to a specific measure for a reason. These are the individuals that some of y'all had in your home, okay, surrounding your children. And when something start happening and then they shooting up the damn house, you glorify the behavior when you first dealt with the person. So you got to observe a person before you deal with them. That's all I got to say. Can't put no, oh man, can't put no blocks on people because they don't have something or they don't speak this. I mean, how many more times I gotta go into that? Okay, come on, man. That's like sitting in a car with a person and you don't want to deal with them because they don't have a bottle of water or one of their seats missing, but you need to get home. Okay, and your home maybe 2 hours away from where you was picked up at. Let's come on, man. I wonder why there's a lot of people in rural places that don't want to deal with the city in certain areas for that specific reason because of the attitudes of people. And I don't blame them. Only thing you can do is help people and go to whatever destination you gotta go because let me tell you something. The city will take your head off. And the enemy know they can use the city for you to do anything. And when you go to the sometimes if you go to the other end too, they quiet about that. And I can tell you something about that because that's why I was poisoned that. Yep. I'm saying what I'm saying for a reason because I have experienced certain things for a long time. Trust me when I tell you that. And I got some, what do you call it? You young people talk about calling it receipts. Mhm. Plenty of it. Yeah, that TV done damaged a lot of people mentally, man. I'm kind of glad I ain't even buy one. Nope. I just want a plain old TV with nothing in it. Can't even get that. Mm-mm. But family matters, huh? What just happened the other day too? Another one though. Another story. Teenager kills his mom for what? What the hell? Let me remember what happened. I think she told him to turn the lights off and go to bed or something like that. And she didn't want him up all night. He killed his mother for that shit. What? And and MFs are talking about some diamonds and some vehicles. Diamonds and vehicles? That's what y'all want to talk about? Please. Who ain't got what? Who this and that? Like I said, let's go back to 19 in the 80s when I went to elementary school. Same kids said the same shit. That's what it sounded like, children repeating themselves. You ain't got these pair of sneakers like I got. Your book bag suck. Mine's got better. It got gold on it. This shit sounds like grown people talking about shit that other people don't have. Oh, I wish I could tell a little bit more, but I ain't gonna say too much. I'll tell you one thing. I know a lawyer personally. He was in a certain place, and he had everything in the world. He had 4 or 5 cars. It took him to go through something to come get knocked right back down to reality. To understand that shit don't matter. And he's a white male. I bet I was taught some certain things as a preventative measure, so I won't have to go through certain shit and repeat it. Because all I need is to hear it a couple of times on what not to do about certain things. Some of it I did anyway, but I'm not gonna not gonna go through some shit just for attention to create a story. That shit sounds stupid. Those are the kind of people I'm talking about right now. They don't want to. Some of them had to cut off. Some of them don't want to socialize because of what I'm talking about. If you ain't got, or you don't get, you don't have, you don't go there, you don't come here, you don't. It's always about what other people don't. You know what I'm saying? And that don't even have to time be people's personal business. They will do that to other people that really just real cool and shit. It's like I don't like to talk to that girl because her teeth messing. The fuck? Oh, her tooth got a chip in the bitch. Please, man. If your ass was born in the Depression era, and your tooth be missing, you will be talking. You'll talk to that girl real quick. There be so many phony people out here. It's a shame. They won't be real with themselves. Come on, man. Take your mask off. Take your plastic bodysuit off and reveal yourself a little bit. Stop being phony. Shit. sick and tired of this shit. I got family now that involved with famous shit and this and that, and they don't want to socialize because they got indoctrinated with that type of conversation. I'm saying like, they don't want to socialize no more. I'm like, hold up, you ain't forget we ate Captain Vitamin together growing up. I'm saying we ran to the store for chips back then when we was young. Far distance. You know what I'm saying? You what? Oh my god. Come on. What the hell did they do to you? And I'll be like recently, I'm like, what the fuck did they? What kind of suspenders did they put on your jean jackets? What kind of boots and shoes did they put on them damn Dockers shorts or something? Really, man? How did you turn out like this? Nobody expects you to come to the door with a gold chain and shit on and a Kango. No, come on, man. You don't switch that quick? Shit is ridiculous, man. Oh, trust me, if you out there, let's say for example, you one of them people that agree on with that lifestyle, being selfish, greedy, and constantly talk about shit that you want, things that other people need to get, and this and that. And you lose all that one fucking night. And you out there waiting for a ride or something. And the person that you didn't want to socialize with, they had like 4 or 5 cars in a gassy, stinking ass alleyway, drive past you and pick you the fuck up. Which one are you gonna do? This is the reason why you're supposed to be told you're supposed to. This is why you're told to respect everybody as much as you can, because you will never know who you run into that you're gonna need later. I watch how many bridges you burn. It's just like another example. I gotta teach lessons here. I think yesterday in New York, where they trained, they said some kind of vehicles or something was attached to the trains going through the subway. And if that driver didn't get up that morning and go to work, or stop that thing before he went and would after letting the people off, it would have exploded. Or something would happen. You know what I'm saying? Something in between that. You gotta respect him. Even people that you try to deem that don't have or got or want. Because you don't know what happened for them not to get the shit that they don't have. Peace out.